this is my school counseling overview. Well, hello, school counselors and school counselors to be. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, The Inspiring School Counselor. And today I want to show you guys something that I decided to implement to let my faculty and staff know, as well as the parents of the students know, exactly how I am impacting the students' lives, as well as just impacting the school environment as a whole. So I'm excited to be sharing this with you guys because, like I've shared with you guys before in times past, just the importance of advocating for your role as a school counselor. And I think that as time has went by, I think that people are starting to really understand the role of the school counselor and the positive impact that we have in the school environment. However, I do feel like there are still some people that really don't know exactly what we do. And so I feel like putting together something like a school counselor monthly overview, and you don't have to do it monthly. It can be done every week if you want to, or every quarter. It just depends on you and your time that you have to put into this. But it just gives them an overview of everything that you do as a school counselor. So I'm excited to be sharing this with you guys. Now, there are certain things that I like to keep in mind when I am creating my monthly overview. And that is, for one, to make sure it's not wordy, because I just look at, I'm sending this to teachers as well as administrators and also parents, and just looking at the times that we're in now, people really don't have that much time to just sit there and read a paragraph unless they truly have to. So when approaching this school counselor overview, I wanted to make sure that I kind of did like bullet points or quick little facts that I can throw in to let them know and see what it is that I am doing. So I can't wait to show you guys this. I also want you guys to keep in mind, if you decide to put an overview together, is to try to make it fun to look at. And the reason why I say this, because when you make it fun to look at by adding pictures or cool little fonts, it just captures the individual's attention, and it kind of just puts something in them to want to keep reading and keep looking. And so really you want to keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you could put together a newsletter that breaks out everything that you've done, or you can, put something in a Word document and do bullet points. But however, sometimes that can be a little bit overwhelming. And so I just find that adding pictures in there and little different fonts, and even adding in color, just really helps out individuals that are looking at it. It helps me out. Like, it makes me want to keep looking over it. So that is just something that you can keep in mind as well. Now, I do want to share with you guys ways that I decided to get this out to faculty and staff as well as parents. For one, how I get it out to my faculty and staff is I emailed it to them, and so that they're able to just open it and see it. I didn't want to worry about giving them a physical copy. For one, I want to save the trees, and for two, it just can be easily lost. But at least in their emails, it's right there, and they can easily just open it right there. Also, we use things like Class Dojo, and we also have like a school website, as well as we have a school Facebook. So I haven't done it yet, but I am going to post my school counselor overview on Class Dojo. So that just gives a digital way for parents to look at it. Also, if it is that you want to print out copies for your students to take home, that is another thing that you can do. And it doesn't have to be in color. You can just do black and white, especially if you want to save on printing color. So those are just different things that you can do to get it out to your faculty and staff and your parents. You can also put it in your Google Classroom. You can also put it in your virtual classroom as well. So there's just different ways that you can get it out to your students. So I'm excited to be sharing this with you guys, and hopefully you guys are excited to watch. And let's just go ahead and get into this. All right, you guys, so this is my school counseling overview that I put together for the faculty and staff. And so this is just a breakdown of everything that I did in the month of August and in the month of September. Now, usually it should only be 1 month, but because we started later in August, I just decided to merge August and September together. So this is what we're looking at right now. So this side is actually showing my use of time and how much direct and indirect services I was able to put in. And this side is showing the same exact thing. And it also breaks down like the number of crises I had, the number of counseling sessions I had, the number of group lessons that I did. So that's really good about this because it just gives everyone a visual. And then of course I put my virtual guidance lessons that I was able to teach, as well as my delivery of in-person guidance lessons. And then I had this monthly lesson topic so that they kind of get an idea of, you know, what the topic was for that month, and then the lessons that coincide with that topic. I decided to go ahead and list the counseling tools that I use. And so I mainly use sand tray therapy and emotion Mimi doll. And then I have my student support services. So I list my 504s, my individual counseling, my community resources, daily whole groups, brain break activities, truancy meetings, IEP meetings, and referrals. And then I even talked about the school counselor professional development, and I just talked about how I went to different trainings and had school counselor collaborations. Now, what I really love about this school counselor overview, like I mentioned in clips before, for one, it is colorful, so it can easily catch the individual's eye. Number two, it is not paragraphs, it's mainly just bullet points. And so even if a individual is skimming through it, they can at least pick different words that's going to stand out to them. And another thing is it has pictures. And so who doesn't like something with pictures? Like that's what's going to catch me, like, oh, okay, that's a picture of a brain. Well, let me see what it says. And it says brain, brain break activity. So when I was doing this, I wanted to make sure that I created something that was going to catch their eye, that's not going to take long to look over, and it's just basically going to give a gist of what I did. So when you decide to create one of these, if you are considering it, just try to make it easy to read. No, mainly bullet points, and add pictures and colors, because like I said in this clips before, teachers, they're not going to, they're already doing a bunch of reading and all that stuff already. So you just want to make it as easy on them as possible. So this is what I sent out, you guys, and I actually use Canva. I love using Canva. I love using Canva. Now they do have other things that you can use, like I mentioned before. You can use your Google Slides. You can use Google Docs if you want to, and just use the clip art and stuff. But I just decided to use Canva because I love Canva. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out to watch my video. If you liked it, hit that like button. Also, what are you doing to let the faculty and staff know how you are impacting your school? I would love to hear. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.